When I was a child, I used to count down the days until I turned 18. Not in a calendar kind of way. I mean, I'd lie in bed at night, doing the math in my head. 7 more years. Then 6. Then 5. I thought 18 was this magical threshold where everything would just click into place. Like the universe would hand me an instruction manual and say, okay, now you're free. Do whatever you want. I remember the exact moment I decided this. I was 10 years old, sitting in the back seat of my mom's car, watching streetlights blur past the window. We were driving home from somewhere, probably the grocery store, probably a Tuesday. My mom was talking to herself about bills or dinner or something adult that sounded incredibly boring. And I remember thinking, when I grow up, I'm never going to worry about boring things. I'm going to stay up as late as I want and eat ice cream for breakfast, and nobody can tell me no. Freedom to 10-year-old me was just the absence of rules. That's it. No bedtime, no vegetables, no, because I said so. I genuinely believe that adults who chose salad over French fries were just showing off. Like, you don't have to pretend anymore, guys. You're free now. I spent my entire childhood rehearsing for adulthood, playing house but making all the fun choices. Planning a future where every day would feel like Saturday morning. I'd have my own place with snacks in every room. I'd go to bed at 3 a.m. just because I could. I'd blast music in my car with all the windows down. I'd be spontaneous and wild and completely, totally, finally free. But here's what I didn't know then. The first crack in this fantasy came at 17. I was almost there, just months away from the magic number. I got my driver's license, got a part-time job, started making my own decisions, and something weird happened. The freedom I'd been dreaming about started showing up in tiny doses, and it didn't feel like I thought it would. One night, my parents went out of town, the whole house to myself. This was it, the preview of adult freedom. I could do anything. Anything at all. I ordered pizza, stayed up until 2 a.m., ate cereal for breakfast. And by noon the next day, I was sitting in that big empty house feeling ... lonely, lost. The freedom felt less like flying and more like floating. No direction, no one to tell me what came next. But I pushed that feeling down, told myself I just wasn't used to it yet. Then I actually turned 18, then 20, then 25. And somewhere in there, I realized something that kind of broke my heart. Freedom wasn't waiting for me at the finish line. Growing up didn't mean the absence of restrictions. It meant becoming the person who sets them. For yourself. Because here's what nobody tells you when you're 10 years old, counting down the years. Adults aren't free from rules. They're just free to choose which prison they build. We trade eat your vegetables for meal prep on Sundays. We trade bedtime for I should really get 8 hours. We trade clean your room for I need to Marie Kondo my entire life or I can't breathe. We swap our parents' expectations for our own, and somehow our own are worse. Way worse. That friend who works 60-hour weeks? Free to quit anytime. Doesn't. That person who hasn't taken a vacation in 3 years? Free to book a flight tomorrow. Won't me, scrolling my phone at midnight even though I'm exhausted. Even though I have to wake up early, even though no one's forcing me. Free to just go to bed, but here I am. The cruelest plot twist of adulthood is that we get the freedom we begged for, and then we use it to construct cages more sophisticated than any our parents built. We call it responsibility, discipline, being an adult. And the really twisted part, we're proud of it. We humble brag about how busy we are, how tired, how we haven't had a day off in months. Like we're showing off our freedom by demonstrating how completely we've imprisoned ourselves. I think about 10-year-old me sometimes, the one who thought freedom meant staying up late and eating dessert first. And I want to tell her, you're going to get everything you wanted. The apartment with snacks in every room. The car with the music too loud. The life with no one telling you what to do. And you're going to use that freedom to go to bed at a reasonable hour. Eat salad because you actually want to. Choose the quiet night and over the party, not because you have to. Because you chose a different kind of prison, the kind with good lighting and succulents and a color-coded calendar. The kind that looks like freedom from the outside. But here is the thing that saves this from being completely depressing. Maybe freedom was never about having no limits. Maybe it was about getting to choose which limits define you. My mom driving that car when I was 10, worrying about bills and dinner, she wasn't trapped. She was just using her freedom differently than I could understand. She chose us. That boring Tuesday grocery run was her freedom in action. The moon wasn't following our car that night. But she was. She always was. Growing up didn't give me freedom from responsibility. It gave me the freedom to decide what I'm responsible for, who I show up for, what I build, what I protect. And yeah, sometimes what I sacrifice. And maybe that's the real magic that shows up at 18, or 25, or 30, or whenever you finally get it. Freedom isn't the absence of chains, it's getting to forge your own. If this hit different, you're exactly where you need to be. I make videos about the stuff we all feel, but rarely say out loud. The weird, beautiful, heartbreaking truth about growing up. Hit subscribe if you want more of that. Next time, I'm talking about the moment you realize your parents were just people figuring it out. And trust me, you'll never see your childhood the same way.